It's Damien from Marketing Food Online. So in this video, I'm actually going to cover a couple of our subscriber questions about can I incorporate my business myself and what is the cheapest way to incorporate a business. And if those are a couple questions that you have in mind because you haven't gotten started just yet, in this video, I'm going to walk you through a website where you can do it in under 10 minutes. You can do it yourself and get your LLC up and running. We're going to get to that right now. Okay, so as I mentioned back in the introduction, we're going to cover can I incorporate my business myself and what is the cheapest way to incorporate. Now, the cheapest way to incorporate is to do it for free, obviously, right? So I'm actually going to show you a website that does that. It offers a service where you can incorporate for absolutely free. You can create an LLC. The only fee that you pay, which of course you can't get around that anyway, of course is a state fee. Every single state has a incorporating or corporate fee charge that they charge somebody who wants to create a business. But this company is actually called inkfile.com. I had come across this a couple weeks ago because I had a couple of your questions I put up on my board over here. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you guys this resource. It's very, very cool. It's actually one that I have actually used before. As a matter of fact, the way that I did my business almost 12 years ago was LLC. And we just recently transitioned to an S Corp. Now, keep in mind that there are two sets of fees. Whenever you try to do this online, there's always going to be two sets of fees. One is going to be the state filing fee, and of course a website, whether they charge you or not, or they offer a really basic package, it would be free. Some of them charge you fees starting around 140, 150 bucks, and they go up from there. Now, let's dive into inkfile.com. It's literally super simple, taking less than 10 minutes to do this. And I'm going to show you how, as I mentioned before, you can do it for free for super basic. Number one, simply pick out the type of entity. It's called a entity status. So the legal entity status is what you're going to choose for your food business, or if it happens to be any business for that matter, either an LLC, a S Corp, C Corp, or a nonprofit. Now, there are certain tax ramifications that are benefits for you if you are going to do an LLC. I am not an accountant. Trust me, this is not going to be accountant advice at all. I know for sure, just from my own experience, there was a lot of benefits for us when we went as an LLC. S Corp and C Corp, there's a variation of paperwork and different types of filings and tax ramifications for those other types of entity statuses. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. That's something you want to know is LLCs, S Corp, and C Corps do vary. They vary based also on the type of responsibility, partnerships that you may have, and so on. But I want to show you how you can do this in literally under 10 minutes. Super simple. An LLC, you choose it, and then you choose, let me go back up real quick, whatever state that you're in, let's say Florida, if you happen to be in Florida, click on Florida. Why is that important? Because as it scrolls down, there are three different types of packages. Now let me show you, as I mentioned before, there is a free cost for the filing. See right here, package fee is 0. So Inkfile will not actually charge you for that particular type of filing. They do have a state fee in Florida to create an LLC is $125. Now, as I mentioned before, that is the same across the board as you can see here. Let me scroll up a little bit. There we go. So every single one of these obviously has a state fee, right? So the package that is free has certain features with it. And here are the features. So they're going to prepare the filing of articles of organization. You also get unlimited name searches, so you can search your database for the name. By the way, you have to come up with a name for your business. And then a free registered agent for the first year. Damien, what is a registered agent? So registered agent service is super, super important. It's critical for the communications that you're going to get any type of paperwork, forms, documentation. You can designate either company to do it for you or a person within your own business. Now, you can do it yourself. If your Damien wants to get the paperwork, I can put my name down and have all the information and all that stuff sent to me. Or you can have a company like Inkfile or some other designated company take care of all of the paperwork and notify you of certain things that they get as far as documentation. That normally happens periodically for annual notices, permits, or licenses that have to be renewed. All those business forms that are normally sent out like on an annual basis, that's where the registered agent comes in. Well, Damien, I'm looking over and I see there's a lot of other resources here and features. Yes, you can do that. That package fee starts at $149, which is honestly still very cheap to begin with. But you also get this in about three standard 3 weeks. You can also expedite it for $50 and get it within 5 business days. But the basic package, as I mentioned, you can start an LLC for 0 actual fees and the state fee of only $125 for Florida. Every single state, by the way, of course, varies as I mentioned, but the state fee is not something you can get for free. So to answer the question, what is the cheapest way to incorporate? Obviously $0 or for free would be good. Now, the biggest package they have, which offers a lot of other technical and legalities and other paperwork, is, of course, their big, I believe, what is this, platinum? But yeah, their platinum feature. There it is. And that's $299 plus $125. So you're looking at about $425 or so. Now, this one comes with a lot of stuff. The one right here in the middle. And of course, by the way, I'll have links down below. You can definitely check this out for yourself, and you can click on it and see if that, whichever one is best for you. But you get an EIN, which is super important, by the way, guys. Employer identification number. This is the ID number that the IRS will have for your specific business, so they know who your business is when you start to file your taxes, and that information goes to your accountant, of course, and they'll handle it from there. But you definitely do need an EIN anyways, but you'll get that with that package in the middle. And the IRS Form 2553, which is a necessary form as well, and a handful of other items that you're going to get here, including even a business bank account, which is actually kind of cool. So this is the one that was $149. So these are the three different ways. Inkfile.com has it set up very simple, and that's it. Once you obviously choose it, you put in your information, your name and address, and you hit send. And in about, about 2 weeks, I guess it was, you'll be all set. 3 weeks, standard delivery of 3 weeks, and you have your business entity set up. So that answers your question. Thank you guys, the two gentlemen who actually answered that question, and I hope that shows you how that is the cheapest way to incorporate, and the fastest too. If you have any more questions about LLCs or your small business, let us know down below. See you guys in the next video.